The View. Ana Navarro shares questions she's got planned for J.D. Vance. Fans have been talking ever since it was announced that J.D. Vance would be making an appearance on The View. In particular, many are wondering just what the co-hosts are planning to say to Vance. Recently, Ana Navarro opened up about what she would like to ask the vice president. She also shared how she would like to see the interview play out. J.D. Vance is scheduled to appear on The View on June 16, 2026. Vance is the 50th Vice President of the United States, serving under President Donald Trump. Prior to this, he represented Ohio in the United States Senate. Recently, it's been announced that Vance will be making a guest appearance on the long-running talk show, The View. He will be the third sitting vice president to appear on the show, following Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. He is scheduled to appear on June 16. As previously reported, when fans heard the news that Vance would be on the show, many weighed in on which co-hosts they especially want to see talk with Vance. Since then, however, one co-host has already come out with a list of questions she'd like to ask. This topic came up during the Behind the Table podcast, in which Navarro sat down to chat with producer Brian Teta. At the time, he noted that some people were caught off guard hearing that Vance would be appearing. It was then Teta asked Vance what she would like to ask the current vice president. As he asked, "What do you want to hear from him? I think people are kind of surprised he's coming, actually." Navarro, a registered Republican who is known for criticizing both Vance and President Donald Trump, felt that there was nothing unusual about Vance's appearance on the show. She shared, "It shouldn't be surprising. He's got a book. I think that everybody, including Republicans, know that at The View we're really good at selling books." Navarro discussed wanting a constructive conversation, and not some free-for-all. This was in reference to Vance's 2026 memoir, Communion, Finding My Way Back to Faith, which he will promote during his appearance. This book, a sequel of sorts to Hillbilly Elegy, focuses on faith and Vance's conversion to Catholicism. Navarro then shared what she would like to ask the vice president. She shared, "I think it's a very relevant time, and I want to ask him questions about Jeffrey Epstein. I want to ask him questions where there's several issues where there's sunlight between him and Donald Trump. The war, new military action, all these new wars, he seems to be a lot more tuned into the MAGA manosphere than Trump is, and really works those relationships more than practically anybody else in the White House." What is your reaction to Ana Navarro's recent share? Have you been following this story? Are you keeping up with The View? Make sure you come back to TV Shows Ace for all the latest TV and celebrity news. Fictional entertainment feature. The View. Ana Navarro shares questions she'd love to ask J.D. Vance. Disclaimer. The following is a fictional entertainment article created for creative purposes only and is not based on actual events. Political conversations have become a regular part of daytime television, and few shows embrace spirited debate quite like The View. Known for bringing together co-hosts with a wide range of perspectives, the program has never shied away from controversial guests or headline-making interviews. In this fictional scenario, co-host Ana Navarro reveals that she has a list of thoughtful questions prepared for Senator J.D. Vance should he appear on the show. The comments immediately spark conversation online, with viewers wondering how such an interview might unfold. According to the imagined discussion, Navarro says she believes audiences deserve direct answers from political leaders regardless of party affiliation. She emphasizes that respectful but challenging conversations are essential in today's political climate. "If someone comes to the table," she says in this fictional account, "our responsibility is to ask the questions viewers are already asking." The fictional remarks quickly generate buzz across social media. Supporters praise the idea of asking difficult questions, while critics argue that interviews should avoid becoming confrontational. As often happens with high-profile political figures, opinions are sharply divided. Among the questions Navarro says she would ask are topics involving economic policy, the cost of living, border security, health care, and the growing political divide in the United States. She explains that these issues affect millions of Americans and deserve straightforward answers. She also notes that many viewers are looking beyond political talking points. Instead, they want specifics about how elected officials plan to address everyday challenges facing working families. In this fictional version of events, fellow co-hosts react with curiosity, each suggesting additional questions they would like answered. The discussion remains lively but respectful, reflecting the show's reputation for passionate debate. Entertainment commentators speculate that an appearance by Vance would likely become one of the season's most talked-about episodes. Political interviews on daytime television frequently attract significant attention because they introduce policy discussions to audiences who may not regularly watch traditional news programming. Fans begin sharing their own questions online, creating thousands of comments within hours. Some focus on economic issues, while others are interested in education, foreign policy, artificial intelligence, and the future of bipartisan cooperation.